50 TRIDENTCast sold, and I can kick and stretch and kick. I'm 50 TRIDENTCast. Welcome everybody to the 50th TRIDENTCast that we've ever done. 50. That means we've been doing TRIDENTCast for more than 4 years, which seems absolutely insane. So, so welcome everybody who's joining us here live in the chat. We got Dr. Thunder, we got Larry, we got Devi Letalvis. I've been drinking already and can't pronounce words.
The French. Known for their fine champagne.
The French champagne is known for its excellence. And with that in mind, theme song! And we're back from the theme song. So, unfortunately, our good friend Aki is a little sick tonight. He cannot make it, so you're just going to have to deal with the four of us, fortunately or unfortunately. But I will let you know that that Brian is pinch hitting here with our cat pictures, so do not worry. We will. Don't delete this podcast. Don't unsubscribe. Don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say everyone's leaving already. Yep. Mm-hmm. Fucking busted.
Because we will have cat pictures. But before we get to that, I think we have to talk about Brett's hairdo. Brett, can you tell us what's going on?
Well, Ty and I are competing to see who can be the prettiest girl in the band.
Yeah.
Clearly. So I took some extra steps today and had my wonderful wife braid my hair. And then she continued to give me some anime swipes. At least that's what we're calling them.
Whoa.
That's what we're sticking with.
So
Yeah.
we were trying to decide what your anime character name would be ahead of the as we were going live. So do you have any thoughts on like? Well, let's say what kind of anime would you be in? Would it be a romance? Would it be an action? Would it be some sort of like a card collecting anime? And B, what character would you be in that anime? Let's ask the chat too while we think of this. Look at Brett's hair and tell us what kind of an anime he would fit in, and B, what would his character name or character type be? Let us know.
I'm the worst one in the band to ask about this because don't watch a ton of anime right now, which is. But I do feel like from the little amounts that I have seen that with the braid that I have like this, I'd have to be some sort of action, or some sort of badass zippy guy, because I have to have my hair tight so it doesn't fly everywhere, and like the stuff that's loose is just plastered to my face.
So you feel like you'd be zippy.
Some sort of fast moving character.
Okay.
Do you even run? Do you even run with your arms behind you, like back like this?
Yeah.
Of the arms are just flailing behind. Yeah.
I kind of feel.
That's good. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say I kind of feel like with the braid, I feel like it would be some sort of like Muay Thai kickboxing anime. Where you're like the sidekick who's like the foreign exchange student, right? Like you're the big foreign exchange student, and you join the Muay Thai kickboxing club, and and you're like gonna befriend the main character, that kind of a thing. Like your Japanese isn't that great, but you got a heart of gold, and so you're in the kickboxing club.
All right.
I have a feeling that's just what Mackenzie was going for.
I was gonna say Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh,
but that's he's got big and like like busting out of his uniform. But it's really kind of because that's the only character I can think of right now. So
I've got a name for you that just on this Muay Thai kickboxing anime. I think it would be something weird. I think it would be like Phalanx would be your first name, and then like Girdle Hoist would be your last name.
Hoist.
Yeah. I am a phalanx Gutterhoister.
Holy shit!
I like it.
Yeah.
Phalanx girdle hoist.
Yeah.
Can we have a band name change?
Right.
Just
Well,
name?
you know, at least in the chat, you can change it to Phalanx Girdle Hoist for the rest of the night. And speaking of the chat, I wanted to let everybody know that we have we've got a couple of, for our 50th TRIDENTcast, we have a couple of brand new technological improvements to the TRIDENTcast. You might say to yourself, oh my God, Lords of the Trident, you have such high quality crap putting on the internet already. How can you make it better? It's impossible. Well, guess what we did? We made it 10 times better, because if you are on Twitch and you donate to us with bits, not only will we all drink, but you can also put a message in the donation, and it will read it in a voice of your choosing out loud for all of us to hear. This is a terrible idea. Prove to me that this is a bad idea. And donate those bits here tonight to see that. I think it also works with super chats. I know that it works with donations. So if you go to lordsofthetrident.com/tips. Oh, here we go.
Nisa.
So thank you, Groot. I will say that
I have no idea what's going on.
I will say that
Yep.
these guys can't hear it, but I can hear it. So, oh no,
Aw.
oh no, here it comes. Well, you'll hear it in the replay.
Malta Imazecom. Penson.
Drink to West Crockett.
Tonight's libation of choice would be Fat Tire by New Belgium.
Thank you, Groot. Thank you, Red Ninja.
Banzai.
Cheers to you guys. Oh.
Cheers.
We also have some fun little, so you can accumulate, if you're watching on Twitch, you can accumulate Trident points, which you can redeem to change the accent of the person who's reading stuff. But right now, the accent that we have reading is Mathieu, so it is a wonderful French accent. So when Pants Queen donated 25 bits to you, Pants Queen, cheers. And when she said butts, it said butts. So
Is Microsoft Sam an option?
there is a much more robotic option. Yeah, we can.
Microsoft Salmon.
But anyway,
No.
oh, Groot redeemed a mustache. So hold on, let me grab my bag of mustaches. While I do that,
What the fuck is going on right now?
I don't know.
technological upgrades, gentlemen.
I've got all
We
this.
got accents. We got mustaches being cashed in. I'm just sitting here. I don't know what's going on.
Yep. You feel free if you guys have stick-on mustaches at home to join the fun. But yes, if you're doing it on Twitch, we now have Trident points available for those who are longtime watchers of the stream. So here's your first mustache of the night. There it goes. Hey, what's up? How's it going? This is a mustache that really goes right up into my nose and makes me tickle. There you go. The whole rest of the night.
My pleasure.
My pleasure. We do need a Bonzi Buddy voice. Yep.
Bon.
All right, so now that we've unveiled a lot of our new technological advancements, the mustaches, the French man reading your comments, all of those things. I'm gonna unveil our first segment of the night and our first brand new piece of amazing content of the night. We have a brand new intro for America's second favorite part of the podcast, which is You better, you bread. Brought to you by Fire.
By fire.
Yep. All right.
Hell yeah.
There it was. What did you think about it?
Oh,
Let us
wow.
know by dropping some bits or some some super chats. All right, Brett, what better you do?
Well, dudettes.
Seeing this after the fact
Oh.
over here.
Seeing this, that's actually not half bad, Ty. Good job.
Oh, thank
you.
you.
Got me in there and everything.
I did.
So I think everybody should be getting the vaccine, y'all. Work your way into getting it. Ty, we're about to be 2/5 because I'm getting mine tomorrow.
Woo!
Wow.
Yay.
So that website that we went through and got set up, I signed up, I think, last Thursday or something like that, Wednesday or Thursday, and got an email on Tuesday and already set up for tomorrow. But we want everything to open back up. Everybody go get your damn vaccines.
Mm-hmm.
So
We want Mad with Power to be awesome.
what?
We want Mad with Power to be awesome and not full of diseases.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we just got a. Well, first off, I want to say thank you to Larry. To Larry, everyone! Hooray! $5.
Larry.
Woo.
Cheers, Lair.
But we just had an announcement just today. I think it was today or maybe yesterday evening that all Wisconsinites 16 years of age or older are going to be eligible for the vaccine next week. So starting April 5th, if you are 16 years of age or older, you can get the vaccine. You are eligible. So like that's amazing.
And that's with any health conditions or anything?
Yeah, it's like everybody. Go get the vaccine. So
Even basis.
That's earlier than
yep. Oh,
Yeah.
Pants Queen, Texas started the same on Monday. Yay! Oh my gosh, Groot, Washington, April 16th. Oh man, that's so good. That's so good to hear. Hannah got hers on
Yeah.
Christmas Eve. Oh my gosh.
I'm excited. I'm getting the Johnson & Johnson, so just one
Ooh.
shot and done. But
I say we cut off your Johnson.
That's lucky because I ended up getting the Moderna and I'm not going to be fully vaccinated until April 24th, but Heidi got the Johnson & Johnson and she's like she's done. Like she is now fully vaccinated. I'm like, "No!"
I think it's like what, still 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks until you're like fully safe after you get the vaccine, but still.
Oh, that's what I say. Like it's been 2.5 weeks since she got it, so she's
Right,
like, yeah, she's good.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody, just go do it. Don't be a dummy. Put your crack pipe down. Go fill your body with some.
Microchips.
With some 5G.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
Go pick up that vaccine needle. Come on.
Michi, as if we summoned her. Michi joined us, ladies and gentlemen. We have Kat in chat. There's Kat in chat currently. What do you have to say to your adoring fans, Michi? Anything? Nope. But there's Kat in chat. Larry redeemed another Trident Point exclusive, which is Michi treat time, and so did Groot, and so did Stinky Saki. I gotta go get some Michi treats. So hang right there. Why don't you guys talk about your favorite legume?
Legume?
Dude, I've been big into lentils lately.
As in beans?
Legume.
Beans are good too.
This podcast is suspiciously absent of Slam Bammy.
Yeah, where's the Slam Bammy? All right, we got treats. We're shaking the treats. Let's see if we can get Kat in chat. Come on, Kat, get back in chat. There it is. There's the Michi. Let me pull this down a bit so you guys can see. This one is for Larry. Let's see if Michi, high five. Give me a high five. Give me a high five for the people. There you go. Good girl. That one's for Groot. And then this one is for Stinky Saki.
Ty, it almost looks like you're wearing like the blue
Weekend
like,
bust at the
house
light we
booties
use
that
the
you put
two
over
but
your
we
shoes
have
when you
our
go into
ways.
like
One trick
somebody
is to tell
else's
them
house.
stories that don't
You're
go
at way your
anywhere
socks
like
are so
the
blue.
time he cut the ferry over to Shelbyville. I needed a new wheel for my
you just
shoes,
wanna
so I
keep your carpet
decided
safe so
to
you
go
guys
to
wear, like,
Morganville,
the
which is
blue
what
footy
they call
condoms
the
all the time?
Shelbyville in those days. So I down
you,
to
Groot.
my belt which was
Yeah,
the
Groot,
still at
that's
the
fantastic.
time. Now to take the ferry cost a nickel. And in those
I don't
days
know who
nickel
just
had
put that,
pictures of Bumblebee on him.
I need a new heel for my
Bill
shoe.
for a
So I
carpet.
decided to go to Morganville, which is what they called Shelbyville. And whoever put that up, A plus.
That was
well
Groot.
done.
Thank you, Groot.
Is
Thank
that
you.
because I can't see?
Yeah, right. It's
Maybe
past
my eyes are going, but like on my YouTube watch back, it's all blurry there. I can't quite tell who's posting things. I can read the white text, but I can't read the names of the posters.
Oh yeah,
It's just like
it's
a
kind of
blurry
small.
colored line.
So Alex Cruz redeemed change the accent of our person that reads the chat. So Alex, let me know what new accent you'd like me to change it to, and we can make that happen. While he starts deciding, since we have Kat in chat, and since Brian is here, ladies and gentlemen, it's our latest technological innovation. You saw You Better, You Brett. You saw all of the amazing new voices we've got, and now the new intro for Aki's Cat Picture of the Month. Yeah. There it is. And of course,
I gotta watch it in the playback.
pinch hitting for Brian, or for Aki, is Brian with his Cat Picture of the Month. I'm going to pull up Cat Picture. He's got two of them. We got a twofer for you here. Here is Cat Picture number 1.
Let's see here. Are you
This is a cat with a bow tie. Brian, you want to tell us about this cat?
I can't see where the picture is just yet.
Yeah, it'll
Am I
come up
looking
in
at
just
the
a
wrong
second.
thing? Okay.
No, it'll come up in.
Sorry.
Yeah. So
So these cats, this is my time to brag and be a little bit of a cat dad. This first cat is Mochi. Andrea and I got new brother and sister cats back in November, and this is our cat Mochi. And she's incredibly pretty. And in this one, she is very statuesque. She has scaled to the top of her scratching post and is perched, looking very majestic, I think. Andrea is the one who went for the bow ties, and they really kind of sealed the deal, I think. They don't like them very much, but they've gotten used to them. I give them extra neck scratches.
excellent.
So,
All right, so
this is
picture, and then here
Now
we
you
go.
can see
Cat picture number 2.
the pedestal, yes. Mochi is the sister, and the other one is his name is Boba, and he is the brother. He's a little leaner, but he's also just completely adorable. His specialty is looking so cute you just want to die. So here he is hanging out on the ducky blanket on our couch, just doing the cute thing. They are very different looking, but they are litter mates. So he's got the best little pink nose and the best pink little toe beans. Yeah, they're wonderful. They're great. We were a cat-free house for a few months, and we finally caved and got Boba and Mochi back in November, and they have been wonderful. They're a lot of fun. Yeah.
And that was Brian's Cat Picture of the Month. Cat Pictures of the Month.
Yeah. Inevitably, more of these make their way onto Facebook, Instagram. I've been cooling it a little bit, but Andrea has gotten pretty good at catching them in perfect moments like this. She took both of those pictures. So.
Oh, we got a raid from Gravesville. Hey, Gravesville, thank you for the raid. This is great. Boom, boom, boom. So for all of
there you go. That's the stuff.
That's the stuff.
What is that video of
What?
That he rated it and Brian was like,
yeah, the whole Brian video typing on the computer and
I forgot about that.
That's from the carcade video that we did, the car arcade video,
okay.
where it's like, you know, it's too bumpy to do anything in the back of the car. Yeah,
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, Raiders.
Welcome, Raiders. This
I'm
is
so dumb.
TRIDENTCast. This is our once monthly podcast check-in fun time with all of you. So yeah, we're talking stuff we did over the month. Stinky 69 bits, nice.
Thank you for adopting Brian.
Thank you
Nice.
for adopting Brian, as they say. Thank you. Cheers, Stinky Soggy. Thank you. So let's get right into it. Stuff that has happened over the last month. And let's go, now that we've gotten all of the technological advancements out of the way. What does this button do? Oh, Graysville, thank you for the sub. Oh, man. Thank you. Yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Twitch and you have Amazon Prime, you can get a free sub every month. So you can give that to us, and half of that goes to charity. So yeah. So let's do first things first. Let's talk about live stream and GaryCon. What'd you guys think?
It was man, it was great. We hadn't performed for a really long time, so
Yeah.
it felt
Even
good.
though it was a live stream in Ty's basement, it still had a different feel to it, and it still felt like we were playing a show, which was very well needed because still none of us have played out yet. So
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I felt like I kind of felt, not like the butterflies, but it definitely did feel like more of a real thing. It felt like there was I was singing a little louder, everybody was playing a little harder. It was like there was a bit more of an excitement in the air about it. So yeah, and we got to debut a bunch of new songs. We debuted we'd played Charlatan once before, but this is for all intents and purposes, I guess, a real debut. So we did that. We debuted Power of Evil, which I cut out and put up on YouTube as a little separate clip, which has been doing really good in it's like 24 hours or something, 500 views in 24 hours. So people really love that song. And at the very end of the stream, we debuted Dance of Control, all 3 songs from the new album. So yeah.
People seem to like it.
You're gonna like it.
Yep.
We hope you like it. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. People in the chat, let us know which one of those was your favorite new song. If you caught the live stream, let us know which one was your favorite. Nighthawk Metal, Mad with Power tickets at midnight Central or Eastern Time. Midnight Central. So Mad with Power tickets are going on sale in just a few short hours here. For those of you who are waiting up for Mad with Power tickets, the ticket link will be sent, for those of you on the Patreon, ticket links will be sent at 12:01 a.m. to your email. And if you feel like staying up and trying to snag yourself one of those coveted VIP tickets that will sell out, I'm going to be streaming until probably 12:30 tonight, playing the brand new Binding of Isaac here on, well, if you're watching on Twitch, it'll be on Twitch. But yeah, check out our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Lords of the Trident, if you're not already over there. YouTube's great too, but most of our gaming stuff we keep on Twitch. So anything else you guys wanted to say about the live stream?
It did feel good to perform. I can't wait to do it again. Maybe we can do it again once we're a little farther along with recording the album.
Yeah, absolutely. The one regret that I have was I forgot to turn on one set of moving lights, and at the end of the night I was like, no, because I reminded myself like 5 or 6 times, I'm like, okay, don't forget to turn these on, and then I forgot. Ugh, alas.
yeah.
So yeah, and for those of you who didn't catch it live, we performed for GaryCon, which is the official Gary Gygax Dungeons and Dragons convention. And around 9 p.m., they simulcast it to their official GaryCon live stream thing. And we had 300 plus more people tuning in. And man, the donations were out of this world. We were raising money for Extra Life, which funds the Children's Miracle Network Hospital. And oh my God, we did 500% on donations. We ended up raising around $1,400. So we raised a ton of money for Extra Life, for the children's hospitals.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah.
One of my favorite things that came out of that was the next day I went to on Extra Life. There's like a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons chapters that are all that are all on Extra Life that are raising, you know, a specific amount, and it's probably just people who are like them and their friends are playing D&D, and it's probably not like big organizations or anything like that. But there were a number of listings that were like they were trying to raise like $100. You know, so there were like 5 or 6 that their whole like year-end goal was to raise like $100 for Extra Life. So I just went in there and like bloop, you know, goal met, like one after the other, and you know, and it was like probably 8:15 a.m. on like a Sunday morning. I was just, you know, doling out $100 bills on Extra Life, you know, back and forth, and we got so many emails from these guys that are like, "What? Who are you? Thank you. Oh my God." Just really confused.
That's awesome.
Oh, the Beer Jesus is here with us. He turns water into beer.
Ooh.
Beer's mostly water anyway. So anyway, yeah, so we got that. Madness Power 4 we talked about is coming up. Do you guys have any who are you guys most excited to see at Madness Power 4 of the lineup? What do you think?
I saw that promo video you made and probably haven't released yet, and like every single band is like a band I've heard of and like pretty much. So I'm pretty excited about that. Like I got to look at the list again now.
I still need to do more research on some of the bands, but so far I'm excited to see Mortal Guardian again.
Yeah, let me pull up the there it is. Pull up the poster. So this year for Madness Power 4, we've got Immortal Guardian, Seven Kingdoms, Paladin, got some dumb local band, Lords of the Trident. We got Mind Maze, Dire Peril, After Time, Shadow Strike, Power Theory, Night of the Round, and Nightmare. So,
I'm excited for all of them, but if I had to pick one, probably Paladin. Like, the dude can sing, and they got some pretty kick-ass riffs, so I'd really like to see that live.
Mm-hmm. Larry asks, full laser show still? Yes, full laser show for Mortal Guardian. They are bringing all their lasers, so pew pew. It's gonna be great. I'm also excited to see Paladin. I've gotten to see them live a couple times, and they're always really great. I'm really excited to see. Oh, Red Ninja! Hey, what's up?
Drink one for me since you can't drink until after my wisdom it around.
What happened? Something?
$10. $10. We will all drink for you. Thank you, Red Ninja.
Is someone actually spamming our chat?
There is a spam bot in there. It's like want to become famous. And that's how you know you made it.
Yeah, I want to become famous.
I do want to become famous. Absolutely, I want to become famous.
Thanks for asking.
But yeah, I'm excited to see Immortal Guardian again. I've never gotten to see Seven Kingdoms yet, so I'm very excited to see those guys. Man, I don't know. I'm excited to see everybody because like I kind of made the lineup, so you know, I'm excited to see everybody.
Power Theory's last album I thought was really good too. So
yeah, absolutely.
Looking forward to that.
Alex Cruz, what voice options do we have to change it? I mean, just pick an accent that you think might exist, and I can probably change the voiceover to that for you. Yeah, so for those of you who are just joining us, Madness Power tickets go on sale at midnight tonight, but only for Patreon backers. So if you're not on the Patreon, it's right above my head, patreon.com/Lords of the Trident. Everybody at every level gets this link, even if you're only pledging $1. So, and there are no service fees, credit card fees, no nothing at Madness Power. What you see is what you pay. So, like, I don't know if you want to think of this as a early access fee or whatever, just spend $1. It's probably the least amount of like convenience or credit card fee that you'll ever see on a ticket ever. So so there you go. Or if you want, you can just wait until April 15th and that's when general admission or general public tickets will be open. But what I will say is that we will sell out, and we almost certainly sell out of the VIP tickets, especially the gold VIP tickets ahead of time. So if you wanted a gold VIP ticket or even a silver VIP ticket, I would get on that like tonight or in the next day or so, because hot ticket items.
Literally.
We did have a few lineup changes for Mad with Power. We lost, unfortunately, due to like internal band issues, we lost Bit Brigade and Aftertime. So, but we've replaced them with Night of the Round, which is an amazing Final Fantasy based heavy metal band out of Chicago, and Aftertime, which is a band we played with quite a few times out of Minneapolis.
So we actually lost Master Sword, I think is what
Master.
you meant to say.
Oh, what did I say?
You said we lost Aftertime and got Aftertime.
Oh, sorry. Yes, we lost
Aftertime
Master
will
Sword.
be there as well.
we lost Aftertime. Then they emailed me back. They said, no. We found ourselves again. So yeah. Oh, is there a Jamaican option? Alex asks. I'm gonna look into that. While I look into the Jamaican option for our voiceover, Brian, you want to talk about recording updates? You want to tell them where we're at?
Recording updates. At this point, I have done some rhythm guitar tracks for 10 of the 12 songs. 2 left, one of which we actually still have to practice or rehearse, see what it sounds like, which I think we're going to try to tackle this coming week.
I'm currently going through the stages of grief, learning that song.
Are you?
All of them, yeah. Like, I think I'm at like bargaining. I'm like, maybe I could play a different part. Maybe.
On that one,
No,
Brian?
it's just it's not hard to play. It's a lot to memorize, I think.
Oh. I will. You're talking about Heart of Ash, right?
Yeah.
Is that the title we landed on that one?
That's the title we landed on. Ashes.
Heart of Ashes. Okay. There are patterns in there, and I will discuss those with you guys when we get together next, and maybe
I was gonna say that
maybe it will illuminate itself a little bit more.
Well, the patterns come out slowly, but like the first few times I play it, I don't notice it, so it's like it seems all just like totally random, and then I start to like pick the things out, and it gets better. That's why there's stages of grief.
I see. Yeah,
it gets better.
So I believe so for those of you in the chat, we're having a little band party here while everyone else is just like, guys, what are you doing?
What are you talking about? Let us into the conversation.
Right. The album closer is called Heart of Ashes, and it is, I'm pretty sure, the longest song on the record, and it certainly probably has the most parts. And it's I guess by Lord standards, it's pretty proggy. And I guess I don't really want to say much more about it than that, because I guess if you're absolutely dying to hear what I'm talking about, what I'm on about, then there's that Patreon behind the scenes, or whatever it's called right now.
Did
I get that right?
Yeah, you got
it. It is behind the scenes Patreon. If you gotta know right now and you can't wait for the record, that's your Huckleberry.
Yeah. And we actually have I was going to say, speaking of the behind the scenes and speaking of people listening to the demos, so we got all the demos up on the behind the scenes, and I did make a post a while back that I'm like, yo, here are all the songs for the record, all the demos. If anybody can listen to these songs and put them in the correct order, in the album order, they're going to get a prize. And so far, nobody has gotten it right. I did say Heart of Ashes was the last song on the record, so you didn't spoil anything on that.
Okay.
But everybody got the first song correct so far that's guessed. But nobody's quite gotten it yet. So that post is still up and the prize is still unclaimed. So if you guys want to try it, get on that Patreon, get on the behind the scenes and try it out. So anyway, what were you going to say, Brian?
I think there's bass done on 9 of the 12?
Yeah.
Or have you done Tower already, Brent?
No, just 9.
Okay. Aki has done a handful of tunes. I don't remember exactly which ones he's done, but he's got a handful done. And we have drums booked for early May, I believe. Is that correct?
That's right.
Yep.
Ty has been singing his little heart out, and he's got some pretty solid vocals laid down on just about everything everything that I've put guitars on as well. So we are moving right along.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think Brian, you and I are like 83 point something percent done. Like we've got pretty much we got 2 songs to do.
Not counting leads.
Right.
I have a handful of incredibly difficult leads coming up. So it will be woodshed time for me, more than it already is. I mean, it's kind of already all I sit around and do. But I'm gonna have to keep going because it wouldn't be a new record for me if I didn't write stuff that was impossible to play that I needed to get down. I do it to myself, but it ensures improvement and growth. So it's ultimately a good thing.
I'm really looking forward to leads and drums. It's like when the songs like really come alive, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like when we practice, I can like mostly hear, but I can't like sit and think about like the lead like phrasing or like the stuff Brett's doing. So
Right.
yeah.
I'm excited
Because you still got to get your part right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited, but also a little bit nervous just to like, because I mean, I don't have the luxury of sitting right next to Ty in his basement, just like, I'll do that again a million times until I get it exactly right. I mean, we're a little bit under a time frame here.
Yeah, you've got a bit more stress levels than the rest of us do.
And of course, like I just pushed my boundaries even further this time. I mean, Brian wrote great songs, so I wanted to like emphasize all the great things. Brian Alec wrote great songs, so
I think
I can definitely tell I've improved from the last album. Like I can tell even my kicks are stronger and more accurate. But
Maybe another drink
I just
left
that
process.
difficulty, like to the point where it's like, all right, this is not going to be easy. So
right.
I think when you go to the studio, what you need to do is you need to bring like it's like some mood lighting and like your favorite lamp and like a nice carpet and like kind of just like it's like this is my spot, like this is my hang for the next few days, so that you can get like as comfy in there as possible and like ready to do your thing, you know.
Heidi,
Like move in and make that live room your little apartment for a couple days, you know. Like, bring a bed.
Heidi put the thing that I was thinking. She put "I love lamp" when you said I love lamp.
Yep. Yeah. Get a nice soothing lava lamp.
Ooh. Used to have
set the mood. Yeah.
I want to answer Alex.
I love lamp.
Two things. Larry gave us $10. Cheers, Larry, to you. Cheers.
Thank you, Larry.
Cheers again.
And also to Alex Cruz, I changed it. I couldn't find Jamaican, but I changed it to Welsh. So
that's pretty close.
It's close enough. So it might take 5 or 10 minutes to update, but you'll get some Welsh in there if I did it right. So yep, and we got Gunner Slam in the chat. What's up, Gunner Slam? How's it going? I don't know. I don't know if I have anything additional to add on the recording front other than we've been doing. Well, you know, these guys have been coming over. We've been laying down the tracks, and then I've been going in and doing post-production work, clean up, and all that sort of stuff. Behind me, you'll notice like a sort of a blanket like hanging off of some old hospital IV poles. That's not just my aesthetic. I mean, it is, but it's also there because I make myself a little blanketed cave to record my vocals in, so I don't get like slapped back from the room. So, but yeah, you know, other than that, we're moving along. We almost hit 50% done, like total on recording the album. So it's coming. We're ahead of schedule, which is good. Knock on wood. We're getting there. So.
Did you say Gunderslam is? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Gunderslam is in the chat.
What were you gonna say, Brent?
Oh, the goal's to like ship the recordings off to post-production in like June, right? And then
yeah, I think I told him end of like mid to end of June is what I told him, but I think the earlier we get it, the better, obviously, you know.
And then
I think
stuff
I saw
happens, and it comes out several months later, probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then we got to make some music videos.
We can't tell anyone the date still, but you know, it's going.
I think I saw on Facebook that Gunderslam was up for an award for one of his video game pieces that he does. So,
Oh,
Woo!
right on, rock on, dude. That's awesome.
Also, I'll take a minute to plug Gunderslam's Patreon as well. I'm on there, and he dropped a hilarious cover of the Wii Sports theme this morning, which was absolutely wonderful. So go check out Gunderslam. Type in Gunderslam into the Googles and hit all the buttons that you see. Make sure to get all of them, otherwise it doesn't count. We got Joe Seth in chat too. What's up, buddy? I want to talk real quick about our brand new stickers that we got. Look at this one. This one is, if you can see it, it's glow in the dark, and it's hitting my black light. So you see that green glow? That's not how the sticker looks. That's how the glow in the dark looks, baby. Yeah. Let me see if I can. Maybe I can. No, I'd have to turn off. Like my monitor and everything. But this glow in the dark is huge. Look at like face for context. It's gigantic. It'll fit over your entire singer's face if you get one. And then if that's not enough, if your singer has an extra large face, you can also get this one. This is a pretty cool reprint of our first T-shirt that we've ever made ever, the Werewolf Knife Fight shirt, now in sticker form. And this one is also gigantic. It also fits over an entire singer's face. These go out free with anything you order online from us. But I noticed that, there were a number of people who maybe, they had all the shirts and they just wanted a sticker pack. So on our merch store now, we've got, for $2, we've got giant sticker pack available.
Og nå not more stickers.
Hey, the Welsh has kicked in.
If you say so.
It has. Oh, Richard Envy, thanks for the sub. Mermaid Labs, 50 bits. Cheers.
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 Yep. Cheers, 50 blats.
50 blats.
Got to drink 50 blats now.
Make sure you don't schlitz on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we've been getting a bunch of new stickers. There is a sticker pack online if that's your thing. lordsofthetrident.com/merch. Check it out. It's a fun little website that we put together for all of you out there. Let us know how we're doing. Hope we're doing okay. Also wanted to talk about the brand new Patreon T-shirt that is coming out that I just ordered today. Which, let me pull up a picture of here. This is the targeted shirt. Heck yes! I listen to Lords of the Trident while playing Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I am a 53-year-old retired factory steelworker born in October with a moderate caffeine addiction and a large collection of decorative swords. If I'm coming your way, duck. So that's our newest Patreon-only T-shirt. If you're not on the Patreon, you missed it. Jeez, way to miss it. Don't miss things in the future. Get on that Patreon. It's right above my head. But I'm excited. I'm excited to be a 53-year-old retired factory steelworker. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I've been aiming for all along. Really.
I love your 1,000-yard stare, like into the computer, like, yep.
Oh, wait, did you say Brett or Brent?
What? Oh no, I said I mean, pretty much everybody. I think when I brought that up and I minimized it, you could just see the looks on everybody's face. They were like, "Oh God." So,
I was actually just trying to figure out how to log into Twitch.
Ty got into the Photoshop again.
No, I love that shirt though. I didn't know what targeted shirts were, and then I went to subreddit and like laughed until I cried, and I'm pretty glad we have one of our own.
I mean, as road
definitely
warriors,
a thing.
As road warriors that we are, when we drive a lot, we go to a lot of gas station bathrooms on the road, and like especially truck stop bathrooms, like those targeted shirts I mean, they're really a thing on the truck stop bathrooms. I mean, like, oh, here we go.
Heges I listing to Lords of the Trident to Hille playing advanced Dingeons and Dragons.
Apparently there is something happening, but
I
have no conception of this.
I hope this is on the recording later.
Oh, it is.
And
Okay.
large collection of decorative words.
Wow.
Even coming oir wa I dick.
Wow. That I do like the Welsh accent. I definitely do. Thank you, Groot. Thank you. Cheers to Groot for that. Cheers, Groot.
Groot is a content machine tonight.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot of targeted shirts at truck stop bathrooms for some reason. Like,
Mal, maybe someday we'll actually be able to see truck stop bathrooms again because we'll be driving around doing stuff.
God, I hope so.
It seems like a mystical dream still, but we're getting closer to it.
yeah, I do miss sleeping in like random people's basements and like.
Yeah,
I mean, legitimately,
you know,
I do. Because I feel like I don't have any stories for this last year. Other than like, oh, I set up the basement to be a TV studio, basically. But we didn't have that story of like, yeah, dude, we remember when we slept in Steve's basement and he had that toilet that was like up on stilts and you had to, and then when we went to Phil's basement and he's like, don't poop in the downstairs toilet, but then Brent pooped in the downstairs toilet.
we met a filthy Phil in Kalamazoo, I think. He was a guitarist. I forget the name of his band, but we played with him in Kalamazoo.
Oh,
Speaking of, we definitely got to go see Doug.
we got to.
I mean, there's a million people we got to see because we haven't seen anyone in a year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Apparently
God.
somebody redeemed Michi Tree Time, so I'm gonna
Just
try to get the cat here.
Sapten go to Radiant aimed point.
Ty, you did make all those videos, so you had a couple stories from there.
I guess I got a couple stories. Here she comes.
I mean, playing music is like kind of dumb, but hanging out in uncleaned gas station bathrooms, that's fucking
where it's at.
rock star.
That's where it's
Yep.
at.
That's right. Okay.
Like,
She's reaching.
playing
for it.
music is like, but
Yeah, I completely forgot about the bathroom toilet incident or the basement toilet incident.
The basement.
which
toilet.
one?
Where when Brent pooped in the person who shall remain nameless, pooped in his basement toilet, and apparently we were not supposed to poop in that toilet. But that was never clearly articulated to Brent, and so he pooped in the toilet.
And then he left with a bedazzled asshole.
He left with a
Well,
bedazzled
that part's
butt.
not true.
Um,
Mantor the Yoke bailed me out of that situation like a
Mantor
real dude.
did, yeah.
Like a real 300-pound benching dude.
Yep.
Red Ninja redeemed a mustache, so here you go, Red. Hey, this is a mustache for you. This is my Mario mustache. And nice to see you. How's it going? A stereotype.
I still have no idea what's going on.
You'll see it on.
But
You'll
you guys sound like you're having fun. So
Ty, it's a short story, but I think it's pretty funny that you were interviewed for the local news in front of a prison.
Oh yeah,
Like that makes me laugh.
I completely forgot to talk about that. That's a good. Okay, yeah. So
yes, that's a talking point.
here's the story. It was a couple weeks ago. I drove down on a Saturday to the old Joliet Prison, which is a historical prison that was it was in operation until 2012, if you believe that. But it's this old 1900s prison that was in movies like The Blues Brothers and Mindhunter and all sorts of different things. And now they just do like guided tours. One of the bands we played with in Peoria a million years ago, Witchhammer, got the opportunity to film a music video at the prison. And they and so they said, you want to come down and scout it with us and like look at the locations, since you're gonna they asked if I would film it for them. So I said sure. I drove down to the prison. I was pulling into the parking lot. I got there early, and so I pulled up my phone. I was looking at my emails, and somebody from the local news from WKOW 27 emailed me and was like, "Yo, I saw your post about Mad with Power Fest being on for this year. We're doing a story about, planning for shows in 2021. Would you be available to do a Zoom call?" And so I called this guy back, and I'm like, yeah, I'd love to. I'm in a prison parking lot right now. Is that like, do you want that to be in the shot? And he's like, yeah, sure, why not? So I basically pulled out my phone and I got on Zoom and I did this local news interview in a prison parking lot. And yeah.
It went really well, honestly. Like, you came off like a what do we call it? Responsible adult or whatever.
Responsible adult, yeah. I didn't come off as a crazy person.
Like an idiot, like a musician that just escaped from prison. Like, he didn't give off that vibe.
Right. I can't get this mustache on straight no matter what I do.
Yes, you were eloquent and succinct in your speaking, and that is wonderful. And not always easy to do.
Yeah.
So,
especially when you're what? Oh, well done. Oh, I thought you said hold on. I'm like, what am I holding on to? I mean, especially when you're hanging in like a prison parking lot, it could have gone bad. Mad with Power? Never heard of it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Little Steve.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Little Steve says he's got Mad with Power, but it'll cost an extra $5.
Oh God. I got contacted by Kimmy from the Metal Deli.
Oh yeah.
And a rare Brian Barron interview came out of the works there. So thanks again to Kimmy for having me on her show and for letting me come on and blab about myself for a little while. That if you go to themetaldeli.com, you can still hear me expound upon things for a little while.
Yeah, it was a great interview. I linked it on the Lord's Facebook page too, so if you scroll down a little bit, you'll find it there. But
how do you spell that? Metal.
The METALDELI. It's like a delicatessen.
I think it's themetaldeli.com.
I feel like I went there and it's like a Japanese squatter website. I'm in the wrong place.
Yeah, if you just type the Metal
then
Deli.
I probably
on
have it. Then I apologize. I'm probably saying the wrong thing.
I'm gonna DuckDuckGo it. Oh, it's just metaldeli.com.
Metaldeli.com. There you go.
It gets you every time.
You could go to themetaldeli.com, but you have to know Japanese.
DuckDuckGo.
Interesting.
Do I live under a rock? Is that a thing?
Yeah, DuckDuckGo is a search engine, much like Google, but it doesn't track you. I don't know, Brent. Do you want to talk more about this?
That's pretty much it. I use it because I don't want to give data to Google.
All right.
Let's see. Joseph used his Trident points to change the donation message person back to French. So we're gonna go back to Mathieu. While I'm doing that, and speaking of things that Brian has done, Brian, you want to talk about the solo shred session and community shares that you did earlier this month?
Sure. At the beginning of the month, on a school night of all things, on a Tuesday, Community Shares of Wisconsin had a day of giving, or I think they called it the Big Share or something like that. And, if any of you have been tuning in over the last year, as I've played live streams, I've given either a portion of all money that's come in to Community Shares of Wisconsin, who pass it on to various charitable organizations on a need basis. And after doing this a few times, they reached out to me during their big fundraising event and said, "Well, can you play?" And I said, "Of course, that sounds wonderful." So I did some solo guitar stuff. I had Ty come in. We did a couple acoustic tunes, and pretty good outing, I think, for a Tuesday night when there's not usually a whole lot going on. So, if anyone out there tuned in, thank you again. I feel like it was probably my personal strongest and best performance yet. Every time I do one of these, it gets a little better. It feels a little more comfortable. It locks in a little better. I think our tone and our production still is getting better as well. So that's reassuring. It makes me nervous about how weird it's going to feel to play for real people again sometime in the future, now that I'm finally getting used to this weirdness.
Yeah.
But yeah, it went well. I don't know when I'm going to do my next solo live stream, but I should probably start thinking about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we'll work something out.
We'll work something out. We'll work something out. We also raised a lot of money for community shares through that, which they were super duper grateful for. I mean, they've been super duper grateful for all the support that we've got raised for them and all that sort of stuff. But I would agree. I think it was the best one so far, and yeah, when things go back to normal, when we're out playing normal shows again, we've talked about it, and I think we're still gonna invest some time in doing at least a couple of live streams a year, just so we can continue to engage with people who it's not so easy for them to come out to a show, or maybe we're not in their area, maybe they're far East Coast, far West Coast, or sometimes over in Europe or Japan or wherever. So it's always fun. I do enjoy doing the live streams quite a bit, so we're gonna keep doing that. Speaking of live streams, the one thing that I also love the fact that there's been so many recorded live streams that have come out. A lot of the artists that I've wanted to see, quote unquote live, doing, like Ollie Ride just released a live stream, and Unleash Your Archers did a live stream earlier in the year or earlier in 2020, and it was super fun. The only, and I think I've talked about this before, but the only downside that I think of when I'm watching these is A, it's really great that we have access to these, but B, it's man, I wish they would have done it actually live instead of doing just a pre-recorded concert. You kind of lose
no danger.
Yeah, exactly. There's no danger whatsoever. When is the live stream of the band playing Wheel of Fortune together? Oh yeah, I have to do that.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
So one of the live streams, on one of the Sega CD live streams, we beat a game early, and so I'm like, well, what other games do we have? Oh, we got Wheel of Fortune. And I was like, I'll start a Wheel of Fortune game. And I was thinking it was going to be me with a couple of computer opponents. Apparently on the Sega CD, there is no computer opponent. So if you pick one player Wheel of Fortune, it's just you spinning the wheel and guessing and spinning the wheel and guessing. And I'm like, oh no, this is terrible.
I would do that. Come over
Highly
Monday night.
Yeah. So
instead of record, we'll play some Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, we don't need to get the album out that soon, right? We've got to do a Wheel of Fortune night instead. Thank you, Scourge, for the wonderful, kind words on Power Evil.
People have been digging Power of Evil. It's pretty cool.
I think we all dig Power Evil too. I personally dig it.
It physically hurts me, but I love the way it sounds.
That song's probably one of my tops for the album, for sure.
All right, I'm gonna put this mustache in the graveyard.
Quick little trivia for everybody is that as we wrapped up Shadows from the Past and I started working on new material, Power of Evil was the next song I wrote once all the Shadows from the Past material was finished. Take that for what it's worth.
Because that was not the first. Yeah.
I sat on it for a while. I did not show it to the band right away, but it was the first song that I finished in demo version on my own. I believe the first song I showed everyone was Master of Speed, which came.
Yeah, I was going to say, you showed us a few songs before Power of Evil.
Yeah, but I finished Power of Evil before everything else. It was the first song once all the Shadows from the Past writing was done.
Is there any interesting story about writing the main riff?
not per se, except that I've had the initial prototype of that riff kicking around for probably close to 20 years. I wrote probably the first iterations of that back in 2002 or 3.
I had to age just right.
Yeah.
It's like a good cheese,
And yeah, I don't know. I wanted a song with a really like big slamming epic intro, and then got fast. Introduce an element of doom metal.
Yeah, I like that.
But the idea is not really a whole song of doom metal, not 6 minutes of doom metal. There are bands that can do that, and that's awesome, but that's not really us.
Right.
So it's like you get a taste of doom metal, slow, heavy pounding, with a theme, for about 40 seconds before we kick it into gear, and then you get another taste of that theme at the end as well. So
I think if we ever had unlimited stage money, like right before we played Power of Evil, like the lights would go down, and then all the roadies would kick on all of the low-lying fog machines, that just produce like a little thing of fog that's just down by your feet and just flood the stage, and then the lights would come back on, and we'd all be wearing robes. And it'd be like very dim, and it'd be and then as the main riff kicks in, there's a giant explosion and the robes disintegrate.
Nice.
So
there's a pretty manic picking pattern in the pre-chorus, and that weirdly enough is also pretty old. That was inspired by a trumpet riff of all things.
Really?
Yeah, the that I play on over the chunky pre-chorus. There was a piece that I played in college in the symphonic wind ensemble of UW-Whitewater that had this double tonguing trumpet thing. And I just remember sitting in my little oboe section being like, well, that's really cool. And that just kind of subliminally stuck with me until this kind of buzzsaw type sound came out later when I was putting this song together. So maybe it was even a Robert Russell Bennett tune. So thank you, Dr. Hayes.
Kind of melted for a minute. I couldn't figure out what you were doing. And I'm not a guitar player, but usually I can tell what's happening technique wise on other instruments. But that was what the hell?
Where's that buzzsaw coming from?
Yeah.
And I hope other people experience that sensation as well. It means I'm on the right track.
The Sam hell is this guy doing? He's writing the devil's music.
Incarnation.
Incarnation.
Knock it off.
I have one more fun little piece of update news. So early on, and this is not exactly Lords of the Trident related, but sort of, kinda. So earlier on during the pandemic, it was early in I want to say it was May of last year, so almost a year ago. This guy Marius Danielson came to me. He's a friend in the power metal community. Came to me and he's like, hey, I'm writing this epic metal opera album. I love what you've been doing with all of the choir vocals that you do on some of the covers. Would you be down for doing backup vocals and choir vocals for my project? And I said, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm not doing anything right now. And it ended up being a project that had so many guest stars on it in terms of the metal world that it was just, it made my head spin. But the big cool thing, the big point that I got to say was that I got to sing on a song with John Rhys Davies, or as he's better known, Gimli, the dwarf from Lord of the Rings. And if you haven't heard it, I got it pulled up right now. Here's a little snippet. So all of the choral vocals that you're going to hear in the background of this song that's all me. So here's a little snippet for everybody watching. So yeah, there you go. And let me fast forward a little bit so you can actually hear John Rhys Davies singing. There you go.
Warrior King, but I will not grant you anything. Your heart is cold, your soul is true.
So yeah, John Rhys Davies, Gimli from Lord of the Rings. Can you believe it? Got to sing on a record with him. Pretty crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that's all I got.
Awesome. Well, what I was going to say, and I'm showing my age here for sure. I mean, yes, he was Gimli. I will always know him as Sala from the Indiana Jones movies. That's where I first saw him, and he's kind of a lovable but tough and bruiser sidekick for Indiana Jones. And he even sings in Raiders of the Lost Ark. I am the monarch of the sea. I am the ruler of the bad dates. Right?
Yeah.
Because Indiana's about to eat the date but the poison was poured on him, and he stops it, and saves Indy's life at the last second. He wasn't
very dangerous.
Yeah. You go first. But yes, he was also Gimli. But I will always know him as Sala. Yeah, wonderful stuff.
Yeah, I definitely remember him from the Indiana Jones movies too. But I guess it was interesting because I didn't put two and two together when I saw him as Gimli until like somebody pointed out that was that guy from Indiana Jones. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So Scourge says
super
that
awesome, dude.
Reminds me of Rhapsody of Fire a bit. Oh, thank you. So that's I don't know. It's been a little bit quieter on the Western Front around here because we've been recording so much. But so that is about all I've got. Do you gentlemen have any other additional pylons to construct? We must construct additional pylons.
I think I just appreciate the fact that we're, there's not really anything going on anywhere.
Yeah.
Really. And so I'm thankful that we're putting this time to use in a productive way, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here.
Ooh.
Cool. Well, with that, so here for everybody who's still watching, this is what's going to happen. All of you know that in 2 hours, Mad with Power tickets are going on sale in 2 hours at midnight here, midnight Central Time. So in the meantime, you're gonna have to sit there waiting for 2 more hours, getting all sleepy-eyed, going, "Oh, where's my Red Bull? Where's my Monster Energy drink? Inject it right into my veins." I wish I had some form of entertainment to keep me occupied. I've watched all the Netflix shows. I've pirated all the movies. I can't watch any more Amazon Prime because Jeff Bezos has just got my number and he knows me too well now. So what am I supposed to do? Watch some sort of crazy Twitch stream? Yes, you're going to watch some sort of crazy Twitch stream because for the next 2 hours, I'm going to have a secret gaming stream where I'm going to be playing the brand new Binding of Isaac game until Mad with Power tickets go on sale. So stay awake with me. If you're watching on YouTube, head on over to twitch.tv/Lords of the Trident. If you're on Twitch, stay tuned. There's going to be maybe a 10-15 minute break while I get things set up. And then we'll start gaming and chatting and drinking and partying.
Yeah, look at you. Look at you eschewing rock and roll bedtime tonight.
I know. Normally, I'm the guy who calls for rock and roll.
What a guy!
I think of one thing.
Yeah.
Make a shameless plug for another project of mine, Beyond Lords. If anybody has been paying attention to The Voice this year, we had a Wisconsin native named Rain Stern that was in there, and I actually played drums with her, and recorded her album and everything. And so we're gonna start playing this summer. So yeah, go check her out. She did a great job. Had a great
just on national TV, just hanging out with one of those brothers. Who are they?
Jonas Brothers.
Thank you. Just hanging out with them. No biggie.
Like you do.
Yeah, like you do sometimes. Like you spend 2 months in LA and watch what happens, right? But no, that's amazing. That's kind of been the general talk of the local music scene, and it's wonderful. It's really it's a huge deal, and congrats to Rain for sure.
She's
really
great
excited.
too. She's a super cool person, and we're I'm
ultra
very
talented.
Oh yeah,
incredible player and incredible singer. Remarkable.
Lucky to be a part of her group, and she's excited for what's to come, and hopefully I can keep up. She's gonna explode pretty big here pretty soon. So.
I mean, if you can play along to Brian's machinations and the blah, 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 if you can get the buzzsaw and you can get drum parts for the buzzsaw, I'm sure you'll be able to keep up with Rain.
Yeah. Yeah, so go check her out if you haven't. She does great stuff. Love her music. It fills my other musical needs with all her funk and kind of funk pop mixture, blues in there. So, yeah, go check it out.
Lots of nice seventh chords.
Yeah.
How do you spell the name? RAINE space STERN. Rain
Right.
Stern.
Correct.
Cool. Well, with that, guys, I think we're gonna stop the TRIDENTcast. TRIDENTcast number 50, our 50th TRIDENTcast, full of brand new technological advancements, mustaches, Mochi treats, overlays that look like this, cat, crazy overlays. So join us, won't you? Or join me, won't you? In a few minutes. For a super secret special gaming stream. Stay tuned to twitch.tv/Lords of the Trident. I'll be up there in just a few moments. But until then, I'm going to give the last word of the entire night to Brett.
Phalanx girdle thrust.
It's even better than girdle hoist. I love it.
I like that one better.
Yeah, girdle thrust. I mean, that's it. That's money.
Phalanx girdle thrust.